Hey y'all, it's Michelle from the Scattered Scrapper. Welcome to my channel. Today is day 23 of Scrap-O-Ween. It's Kill-A-Kit Sunday, and I have my picture picked out. I have a bunch of papers and scraps picked out. I'm going to be using this sketch here from 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life. This sketch was created by Sheri Stewart, and in the sketch she has 3 photos here, but I just have the one, so let's see what I can come up with. Let's get started. I'm starting us out pretty quick with this one because this background kind of took me a minute. So if you've watched my videos for very long, you will hear me say that I'm really bad about measuring. And this layout is a classic example. I do not have the concept of measurements in my head for some reason. I don't know what it is. But, so, I'm starting out with this brown colored basil cardstock. And the name of it really is just brown. And I've got some papers picked out from my Kill-A-Kit. And I love that plaid there. It's so pretty. I love the colors. And then I mapped my photo with one of the papers from the 6x6 pad. Now here's where I really speed it up. So I have some 6x6 papers and I have a few offcuts that I want to use. And I want to mimic the 3 blocks that are on the right-hand side of the sketch. And I have it in my head that I can have a 4-inch block and 2 5-inch blocks. Now, who wants to raise their hand to say why that's not going to work? And you can see I put the papers down there and I looked at it. I'm like, oh my gosh, that is not going to work. So I had to trim those 2, the rectangle at the top and the rectangle at the bottom, twice. I had to trim them to get them to fit on how I wanted them. I left the middle one as a 4-inch square and then trimmed the other 2 down. But I struggled so much. Y'all, I sped that up like 6 times. Because I don't keep numbers in my head, and I don't have a really good internal concept of size or measurement, or I don't know why. But we get there in the end, so it's fine. So I go ahead and I start to glue everything down, and I'm not using 3 pictures like what's in the sketch. I just have my 1 picture here. So I'm really using those blocks to kind of highlight some of the patterns that I really like in this collection. So I have some strips down like it shows in the sketch. And then I was thinking about putting the leaves that I have, that strip of leaves paper, down the side, but I didn't like how that looked. It looked a little much. And then I thought about using a border strip from the sticker sheet, but I like how this kind of plaid paper looks on the brown background. So I didn't really want to cover it up. So I don't, except for with my picture. So I'm going to go ahead and put my picture up on some foam. And I just put it down here. And I go ahead and put it at a little bit of an angle because everything is very blocky. And I have these kind of large felt leaves that I got, I think last year, either last year or the year before from Hobby Lobby. And this big sunflower. I love these sunflowers. They're so pretty. And just kind of following the sketch on where to put my clusters, because these are where the clusters are going to go. So I'm going to start trying to build a little bit here. So I'm thinking about using this wreath as a foundation. So I cut it in half so I can get it tucked underneath my photo. And I'm going to put this little word sticker up here that says beautiful fall day. Of course, it wasn't daytime anymore by the time this picture was taken. This is a picture of my younger daughter at the junior fall masquerade last year. And by the time we got there, of course, the sun had gone down. But that's okay, because the whole day was a beautiful day, even when the night came. Then I go ahead and put the other half of that wreath on the bottom there to just kind of build up where I'm going to have that little cluster with the red leaf. And I'm going through the sticker book to see if there's any other words, because since I have words up there in the top, I want to bring some words down here to the bottom. And I'm trying to decide between colors. And I go ahead and use this orange one. I forget, I think the other one was like a dark color, and I was afraid that it would just blend in with my black and white gingham that's down there. So I pick out this little banner, little flag here, and it says happiness. And then I'm just going to go ahead and glue down my felt pieces. And that top leaf and this sunflower, they had a little sticky backing, but this red one is missing one. I turn it over and I'm like, what? Where's my sticker? So I added a little bit of extra glue because I know some of it will soak into the felt. I'm just kind of holding it there. And then I have these rhinestone sunflowers that are so pretty. I need to look and see. Hopefully next year they'll have them again, because I would like to get some more of those. So I put those down, and I'm not really embellishing the sunflower very much because it's so big that it kind of, I feel like it just kind of stands on its own. And I look on these little puffy stickers for something to use, and I use some acorns. And I kind of struggle on where I want to put it down here. Everywhere I put it, it just didn't look right to me. Even right here, where it ends up, it's... But it's cute. It's fine. We're going with it. And I'm going to add a few enamel dots. And I do end up putting some of these enamel dots up with the sunflower, because it does need just a little bit. It needs a little bit. And the little enamel dots and the little rhinestones and stuff, they really are starting to stick up underneath my fingernail. I don't know if that means my fingernail's getting too long or what, but it was kind of aggravating because I'm like, stick on the paper, not me. So here I'm just going to go ahead and put down my title. And I have these little black thickers that are foam. And I get that down. It just says Junior Fall. And then these glitter gold glitter scripty font is just some, I think it's Paper Studio that's at Hobby Lobby. So I just go ahead and put those down. And I just love how this little gold glitter just adds a little bit of extra to this page, because really it's a simple page. It came together very quickly, except for my measuring struggles. And then, yeah, here's where I come back and put the little bit of enamel dots by my sunflower. And let's see, is there anything else I do? Yes, there is. Of course, I come in with my splatter box so I can put some shimmery splatters on here, and I'm not using my Tim Holtz Distress Mica stains on this one. I think that the Harvest Moon one is just a little too yellow. So I'm going to use my gold watercolors. And with these watercolors, you want to put a lot of water in them. I've had some other watercolors that doesn't need quite as much, but these, if you don't put enough water in these particular ones, they're really too thick to get good splatters. So if you have these and you're finding that they don't splatter like you want them to, just add more water. Make it really runny like ink. And it should have some really good splats and splatters. Let's see here. And I think that's all I'm going to do. Yep, I was just putting my brush away. And that is going to do it. I hope you have enjoyed this video. I hope you are enjoying the 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life. Be sure and check out the links below to find the playlist with everyone that is joining in on the fun. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.